Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Spiritual Ranch. I'm Shesh Not No Way, the Alfred Oracle. Welcome to our channel, and welcome to Mitzi's not going to get a treat because she already got big old belly full, you know. She's been being stubborn about eating that venison, and I'm like, man, you're too damn spoiled, you know. Try and make her eat it, you know. It's like, but I don't understand anyways, because she gets like 3 moles or those voles or whatever, and they're big. They're about the size of a field mouse. They're called field mouse, you know. So they're like halfway between a rat and a mouse, you know. And so she's got to be full, you know. But she always acts like she's starving because she wants. But you know, actually, I do. I got something right here. So yeah, get up. Give her a little. See, she likes leg of lamb. That's what was for dinner. Missy. Here's Donna. I want you to get enough, kind of. She likes leg of lamb. Maybe that's the problem. She wants the venison cooked. They don't ever make sense. She'll bring these little birds in. You know, she doesn't catch a whole lot of birds, but every once in a while she'll bring them in, and sometimes she'll eat them, and sometimes she won't. I don't know what the difference is between the flavor and the savor for birds, you know. But kind of crazy. Anyhow, did a lot of reads. I did several reads. I've been doing a lot of reads today. Spirit's been very active, and I sat down at the table. Went to the table. I didn't sit down. I actually stood up, but I pulled some coins, and they were talking big time. You know, like the last read I just did on the coins. Spirit's real fired up right now, and so it's like we got to be. I really hate to say it, you know, but it's like we got to be really get ready for anything right now. You know, like they could. We could be facing another period where they're gonna lock us down or whatever and stuff like that, you know. And so hopefully you got some food, you know. If you can, I would supply, like, get yourself a big bag of beans or something, you know. Go down to cash carry, get yourself a couple big bags of beans, some other storables, you know. Get yourself something that'll keep. All right, powdered milk is a good one. You get a big bag of powdered milk for about $150, but you can eat on it for a while. And so think smart right now. Buy beans, buy rice. You know, like I have 2 years worth of food for myself. Storables, you know, stored food for sure, easily. And then what I can harvest off of the forest out here, I could stretch by dry goods that I have probably for 3 years. You know, more even. Like I got quite a few. Doesn't take a lot to feed me and little guy and Mitzi and the chickens. You know. And so definitely think in advance, you know, when you're at the store grocery shopping, maybe just because, you know, every time you go there, just grab a 25-pound bag of rice. They're not that expensive, you know, or like a 25-pound bag of lentils or beans or something, you know. And if you do that, if you go to the store once or twice a week, by the end of a month, you'll have some pretty decent little supply of storables off in a closet that you can sustain yourself on for a couple months if you have to, you know. And so what it is, man. Really, you guys. It's just logic. That's not even divination. That's just common sense right now. Because of the state of affairs, it's just common sense. It really is, you know. And like that last read I did is very clear. You know what's going on around here. And the Twin Towers coin came out, and so really we got to keep our eyes out. They're really just doing a bunch of stuff going on right now. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, that read covered that, you know. So now I'm back in the kitchen. And so we're going to go ahead. I'm practicing on doing these love readings, you know. I don't know. Might be good for me. Yeah. Fucking whatever. I don't know if I'm very good at it. I do good with them war reads, though, man. Boy, we had a wartime read with them coins. It came out good, spiritually speaking. Yeah, we're really being activated right now, you guys. So basically, like the other Queen of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck, yeah. That she's been popping out a lot, you know, and so we're really feeling very stable. We've really gained a lot of stability from the chaos, you know. that was like a lot of what the reads were about throughout the day. And so I got a series of them. But I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do this one quick. And so we'll do. We could ask spirit. What I was thinking is we could do. We'll ask their spirit team to our spirit team. All right. Who they are, you fill in the blank. You know, and so we're gonna ask their spirit team. Oh, I got a loaf of bread in the oven. I gotta take that out real quick. We'll ask their spirit team what our spirit team needs to know. And that's a good one. That's pretty fair. That's pretty unintrusive. Look at that. I'm like, woo! Country loaf. Right? Look like a damn. Looking. Came out nice. Good day to bake bread today because the weather changed and the pressure changed because it cleared up last night. And when that pressure changes like that, when those low pressure systems are in, I don't get as much of that lift in the oven, you know. But when the weather is like that, when it changes and that high pressure comes in, low pressure or high pressure or whatever it is, if it has more, it's easier to lift, you know. And so, all right. That's good. We know what the question is. What we want to know here. What does the chosen ones need to know about the ones, spirit teams who, you know, honestly, I think we all have individuals in our life that we're really trying to figure out right now. You know, like, I mean, I'm honestly trying to figure out, like, if these people aren't just full-on CIA. No joking. I have to laugh at it. I have to. But at this point, it's unquestionable. And so we have on the bottom of the deck the Six of Pentacles in an upright position. And so that's breadcrumbing. That's what their spirit team is telling our spirit team. Okay? So breadcrumbing. And so, right? Mm-hmm. And we could be breadcrumbed by anybody in our life. You know, honestly, even a dog or cat can freaking breadcrumb you. I mean, honestly, really, that's something that applies to any. In fact, breadcrumbing is the name of the game nowadays. And so don't be surprised if that's what you're dealing with when you're trying to deal with an intimate relationship as well, you know. Breadcrumbing. And that Six of Pentacles energy is supposed to be about equal give and take for an equal exchange, you know, they say, because of the six tails. But there's nothing equal about this exchange here at all, you know. It's more similar. It's like the devil card is like that ultimate. It's like God's the ultimate energy. The devil card is like the ultimate energy, right? And it's keeping all of us down like that. It's like that ultimate shadow. It's like God's shadow, right? The energy of that devil, what they're trying to tempt us. It's like all that bad shit. Yeah, God's like, man, that's not good for my kingdom, you know. And so this individual here is shadowing that devil in that devil card, right? And trying to get power out of these people that are bound below him, below them, you know. And so that's breadcrumbing because they want them to feel little. But what their spirit team just told my spirit team is that your person's not the one breadcrumbing you, is what they just said. You're both being breadcrumbed, you know? Yeah, man. And like, two, it's in visible ways. It's in invisible ways. It's in ways that are not very obvious, you know? Because the scales only work for the person whose hands are holding them, you know? And so we have a lot of obstruction, a lot of binding, a lot of obstruction, and a lack of clarity between us when we're feeling in this position right here, like we're on our hands and knees, having to beg to get the things that we think we need. And in a loving relationship, we're kind of stuck in that position right now because of the way that society is. It's hard to have a strong, functional foundation in our society when we're all on our hands and knees just begging for breadcrumbs from the controllers, you know? And so, yeah, of course, they have control absolutely over our relationships. But what we got to realize is that, honestly, our other half, like our other part, our counterpart, they're in the exact same position that we're in right now. And so don't be mad at them if they're not really able to clearly communicate to you right now about how they feel, because they feel a lot of the same ways that you feel, which has been a little bit desperate, you know? And so it's like when you're on your hands and knees in front of another motherfucker like that, it makes you feel vulnerable, you know? And so that vulnerability spills over into our abilities to connect with each other. And that's why we all have so many damn arguments and shit over petty shit, you know? The fucking bill collector comes in and he's like, oh, you owe me $50. And you're like, both of you are like, well, we don't have $50. The next thing you know, you're fighting all fucking night, you know? It's the fucking way it goes, you know? And like, you know, and like in our culture, shit, be fighting all night. And then you go down to the fucking casino together and you spend like $150 on the fucking credit card because you wanted to feel better from fighting or whatever. And it just makes you feel even more horrible and even more disconnected, you know? And so that's that fucking money changer running our fucking lives, treating us like we're bitches. But that's just the tax collectors, you know? That's just the fucking little bitch that they send out to fucking keep us in those positions where we can't feel like we're enough for each other, you know? Or we're never gonna fucking be able to connect because of the gap between us, because of the lack of money, you know? Because the money changer says you're not as good as me, you gotta suck my fucking dick because I'm the one with the bag of money. You know what I mean here? That's what their spirit team's telling our spirit team. Like I love our spirit teams. Right? Yeah. So that's the 6 pentacles, right? You know? But it's the energy with the 6 pentacles also resonates with the energies that I was working with earlier, spirit. And they were really talking about, you know, it's time for us to all stand, you know, united collectively, you know. We need to all realize and recognize that these relationship dynamics, or these dynamics that we're all struggling with in our lives, regarding relating for sure, no matter what kind of relationship that is that we're talking about, it's not on us at this point, really. You know, we're honestly in a get out of jail free card position, the Ace of Pentacles, and that's what their you know, their spirit team's telling our spirit team, is that that abundance, you know, that the ability for us to get up off of our knees is being offered to us, you know. And so this isn't breadcrumbing so much as it's a period of time for us to recognize our self-worth, you know. And so their spirit team's telling my spirit team, our spirit team, that they see that they do see our improvement, our improvement, and they see it, and they, or that not even our improvement, but that they do see the way that the spirit, right, that the energy of spirit and the way spirit has been working in our lives with this separation has been an Ace of Pentacles for both of us to see it very differently. So they see this Ace of Pentacles in the same light that we see this Ace of Pentacles, that there's an opportunity to move forward, you know, and it's on a much firmer standing than starting off on like an Ace of Wands, you know, or or even an Ace of water, or an Ace of air, you know, because none of those are very stable and structured new beginnings. You know, they don't have the you know, fire goes out easily, right? The water you can drown really quickly. Air, you just get blown away, right? And so it all dries up. But with earth, it's that strong, good footing, you know. So it's like their team is saying, their spirit team says that the other aspects of the elements, that they kind of have been worked through a little bit, like the messier aspects, and that's why God can now give us give this Ace of Pentacles to us both in a way that makes sense, you know, instead of it being like reversal to one and then upright and the other, because there's disagreement. Their spirit team is saying, now we're getting the same download from God too, you know, so that's good. Got Ace of Pentacles, that's good. And that Ace of Pentacles is very useful for us as well to step out of that Six of Coins energy, where we feel that we're on our hands and knees like that, you know. And so we had to go through that period of loss to understand what we value most, you know, and that's what the Ace of Pentacles has given us an opportunity to assess now and see, you know. So God's going to present us these opportunities where we'll see our hard work paying off, you know. And so we're going to see how our hard work paid off, because that Ace of Pentacles is going to present itself, you know, and it is right now, and we know that, we can feel it inside, you know. And what their spirit team is saying to our spirit team is that they feel it too, you know. It's just that right now, transitioning into that next phase, it is the calm for the storm, you know. It's Ace of Pentacles. Calm before the storm. See what I'm saying? So it's getting ready to come in, you know. It's gonna come in. It's gonna come in. It's gonna fucking land where it's supposed to land, you know. And so what their spirit team is saying, the challenge is that there's been too much overthinking about it, and so we need that calm, you know. So it's like right now we need to hold that Ace of Pentacles in our hand without anxiety of the storm coming in and being like a shit show. We need to have that confidence and know that with that Ace of Pentacles, it's going to come that stability where it can't get as messy again. It's not going to get messy. It's going to be a storm of good things, you know. It's going to be a good rainstorm that's going to water and nourish our crops that will then grow, because this is the seed that the Ace of Pentacles is that seed that we will plant, you know. And that's been a big concern, a big worry, because it's been hard to get that up off the ground, you know. And so right now, what their spirit team is asking our spirit team to do is to not worry about it right now. Let it come in at the pace that it's going to come in at, you know. And they tell us that because they say that that's going to give us more comfort, you know, ourselves. And that's the best thing that their spirit team is saying for us to do with our spirit team right now, because like everything's good. It's just that for now, it's what it is, and there's no point in trying to rush the process, you know, because it's just what it is for the time being, you know. But when that Ace of Pentacles lands, it's going to be right behind it. That Ace of Pentacles, when that whole, you know, it's going to come in. And so we're going to quickly have a lot of change in our life. And in this period right now where we have opportunity to do so, we need to rest and relax and recuperate, gather our thoughts, you know, because this is like gathering your thoughts in the reverse position, and versus the upright, which is not being able to manage your thoughts. Okay, so we need to really go, okay, you know, we've been fighting hard, like in these situations that we've been dealing with regarding other people. We have been in a lot of really stiff battles, and there's resolution that's coming, you know. And it is. It's the Ace of Pentacles, and so it's going to be the right resolution, you know. And so this Nine of Swords is also a reminder from like our spirit team to their spirit team, and vice versa, back and forth. They're both trying to tell us, because their spirit team is saying that, yeah, they're also struggling with that energy. And our spirit team is saying, so are we, right? And there's not a lot of communication. They're both saying, both spirit teams are in agreement that we don't need to do that right now. We're better off, both of us, whoever it is that we're dealing with, you know, right now, just working good on the positive things that we've been working on, because the changes that we're making have been very positive, and they're going to be very useful for us when we come back together, and focus on that and continue to find comfort in that, and less worry about the things that are not going the way that you want them to be going right now, because you have a lot that's going for you in the way that you do that are going to be very important to you moving forward. So don't slack on your duties. Get plenty of rest, and don't worry about the shit that God has already kind of ordained for you and is already taken care of for you. And that's them fucking two swords that are in the sand. Them two wands that are in your hand. The one's in your hand, the one's right there by your elbow. If you watch those other reads. The reads are kind of, they're serious around here, and so it's like, gotta kind of tune in, pay attention, because I mentioned a lot of the same, like, energy, the reads carry over, I really do remember the energies that we're working with. They're not like separate reads like that. It's like, it's the events, it's the energies that we're working with. It depends on where I'm at when I'm doing the read. The energy will be different. It's like when I sat down at the table, it's fucking wartime. I mean, it is. It's a good read. It's a damn good read. It's wartime. I mean, it's the war room. I mean, it's what it is. And I could have gone a lot deeper. I watched it back, and I was like, man, I'm trying not to go too long. It's like this one here. I'm trying to close it up. Ace Cups. So what the hell? We got Ace Pentacles, and we're gonna have the Ace of Cups, you guys. And so that's what their spirit team's telling our spirit team. So our spirit teams are in agreement with right now. Is that there's that Ace of Pentacles is coming in right now, and then we got the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. All right, and so that's what it is. I'm an Earth sign, and I'm a diviner sign, and so I'm working with another diviner sign. Right, a couple of them. The only two wands that I want to hold on to are both Earth signs. That's what it is, the ones that I really care a lot about. And so I'm Queen of Pentacles, but they're both the King of Pentacles, And so all of my loved ones that I love very dearly, the soulmates that I have, are King of Pentacles. They're bulls, all of them, always. My mentor, my most productive father figure I had, and then as an adult, but he's a man. We kind of had like everybody said that he was gay, but I don't know that Paul was gay. I think Paul was hypersexual. I think when he was younger, but was in celibacy because of the a lot of reasons. I think he was sexually abused as a child. For sure, like guaranteed. And so I loved him though, but like he was a father to me, and he never had any children. And he was also loved me, But people got in between that. They always get in between me and my bulls, There's my oldest homie. He's a bull, from way back when I was like a kid, high school, And same to him, It's like my boy's bull, and Baby Girl's bull. And so that Earth energy, that's the. Like I said, we're going to do a read from. My spirit team, their spirit team, or whatever, your spirit team, their spirit team, but I'm doing the read. And so, like I say, in those situations, then you're if you're not a Queen of Pentacles, then you're whatever, a Queen of Wands, or a Queen of Air, or you're a Queen of Water, And so the only card that you would have to change is that's just identifying me, my spirit team, because that's who I'm talking to, And so like I asked my spirit team, and they're going to give a message that's going to resonate in the collective, because those are the collective energies right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm reading on like that situation. That's what they're telling me about, because that's who spirit team they're talking to, straight up, That's what it is. But they know that I'm asking also as a general and collective read, so that there's a response that you can also gain information from, right? And so they're keeping it real simple. My spirit team works good. And they're saying right now that whoever you're wondering about right now, don't wonder about it. Don't worry about it. The very new beginnings are on their way. Like first, it's getting stable. And there's going to be a stability in that financial area where that Ace of Cups has an opportunity to come in free of that worry and that Nine of Swords energy. All right, and so good work, whatever queen you are, you know, because I'm a queen of pentacles, and so I'm inquiring of my masculines, spirit team, you know. And I have two masculine energies that are both heavily on my heart space, you know, and I would love to have a new beginning with like this, who are both King of Pentacles, you know what I'm saying? So they're masculine energies. Right? It's like even my son carries a little more of a masculine energy. He's masculine. You know, he's a boy and he's a masculine. I'm not. I'm boy and I'm feminine. It's all fuck. The high priestess. You know, what can I say, man? Yeah. Just joking. Their spirit team says that they are honestly, they're being stubborn about it, you know, and they're being a bull about it right now. They're being stubborn about it. But this card really applies to very, very personally to my situation, because they probably are sitting underneath palm tree right now, very likely. No, not maybe right now. Right now they're sleeping, but they're being stubborn about this Ace of Cups. See, it's like their spirit team says that they're being stubborn about that Ace of Cups, but that's why it's going to come in after this Pentacle. See, like, so there's going to be an Ace of Pentacles that comes out here. That's going to be the, you know, it's like, you know, we've been going through it, you know, and so I don't know what your personal situation is, but I do know that you've been through separation, because everybody has, and you read the comment sections, and a lot of people are like kind of, you know, pining a little bit like for their loved ones that they're missing, and so that a lot of that was based on, honestly, it's like there's a lot of instability over the 5-year period, you know, over the period of time that we were with the people, like the world fell apart, you know, and so it's like, yeah, it did, and it affected everybody in a lot of ways, you know, and so we've been really working on regaining that, because we've had to work really hard to regain that stability, because we're chosen ones. We got CIA after us, you know, CIA after us, okay? There you are. You gotta believe that. To whatever degree, that's impossible to really say, because the CIA is after everybody. They're monitoring everybody. But those of us who they've charted and they know have a divine calling on their lives, because I have a divine calling on my life. I'm being activated right now, you know, to bring us through these times that we're in right now, which are times of revolution, you know. And so they know well in advance. It's like that Palomir or whatever they got. They know well in advance who the leaders of the revolution are going to be, you know, and they've been trying to take us out. That's what this is all about, right? And so, like right now, though, that's what we, the chosen one who's in the most grounded position, right, that has the ability to offer that Ace of Pentacles, we need to be focused on that Ace of Pentacles, so that we know that it's a grounded offer that's going to make sense, and it's going to look good to our counterpart who's in this energy, because their spirit team says that they kind of see it, but they're not yet reaching out for it, because they're too fixated on these 3 cups around here that are left empty, you know. And so it's like they got to get over that shit, you know. That's the shit that they got to still, it's like they've ran because those 3 cups kind of pissed them off, but it's like everywhere they go, they keep finding those 3 cups, you know. And so as soon as they stop that behavior, then they're going to be able to see that cup that is being offered to them, you know, right? Because if you look, it's being offered to them the same out of that cloud, but it's a cup like this, you know. God's also giving the cup with the extended hand, and so once they see that cup as that stable offer that's coming from God, they're going to forget all about the 3 cups here in the past that didn't work, because they're going to go, oh damn, this is even better than I thought it was in the past, you know. And so just keep up on your work, because like also with these energies, we came out with that Queen of Pentacles energy, right? And so, and now we have the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck, okay? And so boom, you know what I'm saying? Once we really have established ourselves as that Queen of Pentacles, this energy right here is going to present itself in that Ace of Cups as the King of Cups. So they're going to see it. They're going to go, that's why I love that goofy bitch in the first place. The boy's going to be like, my boy will be like, well, I guess my dad wasn't that big of an asshole after all, you know? My dream world, right? That's what their spirit team says to our spirit team. I like talking to their spirit team. Way easier. Hey, maybe I just found the best way to have a relationship. King of Cups. King of Cups on the bottom of the deck, alright? And so, once this one's sitting here under the palm tree, realizes that, like, damn, no matter where I go, I keep encountering that same bullshit. They're going to look over there. They're going to realize, hey, Queen of Pentacles, since I've been gone and encountering that same bullshit, what the fuck? And then that's when they're going to be like, what the hell's wrong with me? You know? That's what their spirit team says. And that's what their spirit team's saying too. You can see Page of Swords in the reverse, you know. It's a bit of, you know, it's spiting your nose, to cut off your face, kind of. It's like cut off your face or whatever, spite your nose or whatever they say. Cut off your nose, spite your face. It's that energy with that Page of Swords, but it's like, and then we have the King of Swords or the Ace of Swords in the upright position. All right, listen to Daddy, like just listen to Mommy. That's what listen to Mommy for Queen of Pentacles, those truths, and it's what it is, you know. And so that's what's going on for you guys too. Whatever you are, whatever energy that you're gonna put in that Queen of Pentacles energy, you're carrying your shit on your own. You know, so whether you're a Queen of Pentacles, a Queen of Swords, a Queen of Water, or a Queen of Fire, it don't matter. You're hot. Yeah. And so, like, yeah, you're hot. You know, but you're not hot air. You know, but you're hot. You know, it's like you're still hot. And so, but you're fucking hot water. You know, I guess a hot land. I don't know. If that, I guess you gotta have warm soil for things to grow well, you know. Gotta have warm breeze too, I guess, you know. Certain crops. And so just keep planting your seeds. Divine Feminine. I don't know, I shouldn't pick on everybody. Ace of Swords, yeah. Ace of Swords, man. Love that. Ace of Swords, actually, we're going to take that. You know, we love that. Because the Ace of Swords, man, that gives us 3 aces here, too. Yeah. We're still on the table. And so it's just what it is, you know. And so that last sword here, we're still resting on right now. Like I said, we're really working on is regaining that passion. That we have Ace of Coin, Ace of Water, we have the Ace of Swords right here. Those 3 swords are up there. Those are those aces up there on the wall because we got them. And so right now, we got a fucking, we've been on a timeout, you know, to really figure out how to manage our passions properly so that they don't defeat us, you know. And so, or they don't, or they're not like, it's not that they don't defeat us. It's just that that's a big ass sword that is too big for us to wield in that card. And so we got to leave it, you know, when we go on the field of battle, we can't bring that one with us, you know. And so it's like we need to make sure that we have that managed as well so that when we're out there in the field, we got all 4 of our swords. All 4 of the maces are available, right? And so that's their team, spirit team, to our spirit team. And, you know, so 9 of Wands. It's coming out in the reverse. So we're healing, you know. It takes time. Takes time for us to heal. and we've been through a lot, definitely. And so, like, when I say we, I'm talking about all of us. I mean, all of everybody in the collective. But you inquiring about you and your other, whoever it is, a spirit team that you want to get answers from, they're telling you that the healing journey is well begun. It's well on its way. It's not finished, and so it's just going to take a little bit more time before these aces could start to roll in. But like with this Ace of Sword coming after that King of Cups, is once this one right here really sees what's going on with that Ace of Pentacles being offered, and then they accept it as an Ace of Cups, kind of, because once they see that's an ace, that Ace of Pentacles, that cup being offered to them has the stability of this pentacle in it, then that opens them back up to this Ace of Cups. They can offer you that. They're going to offer that Ace of Cups backed by this King of Cups energy. Okay, and so they'll embody that King of Cups energy. They'll come at you the way that makes you feel ladylike and loved, because they're going to see the truth of the matter. It's going to be clear at that point. There's going to be full truth and clarity. That made me jump. There's the stove cooling down. I don't know if you heard it, but anyways, we're going to leave it there, guys. So keep going. Their spirit team is telling your spirit team to keep going. Don't worry. That's a lot of good stuff right there. And that Ace of Swords came out, And so also, like, don't worry about it. Like they said, nine of swords in the reverse. There's a lot of things that have been said, but you know the truth of the connection. You know the truth of what's going on. Our spirit teams, like your spirit teams, are communicating well with each other right now, very well. And so that's good, because that's the support that we're both getting is supporting each other. So their spirit team and our spirit team are not clashing right now. They're actually working really well together, because they want to help us really get through this little push right here, so we can make it happen for the whole world. So good job, chosen one. The queen of the high priestess right there, bottom deck. And so that's signing off, right? That's saying, oh, Joe loves you. That's good reading. Believe in, trust in that spirit. They want you to be happy too. And so bake yourself a loaf of bread. I love you.